June 28th, 1914. A sunny morning in Sarajevo, a city buzzing with life. One man's bullet would soon ignite a war that engulfed the entire world. 20 million people would die and empires would crumble. And it all started with a wrong turn, a confused driver, and a conspirator who refused to give up. This is the story of the assassination that sparked World War I. Who was Archduke Franz Ferdinand? Archduke Franz Ferdinand wasn't just any royal. He was heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire, a massive, multi-ethnic empire on the brink of tension. Franz Ferdinand was a reformer. He wanted to give more rights to ethnic groups within his empire, which made him unpopular among nationalist factions. He and his wife Sophie were also seen as unconventional. Sophie wasn't of royal blood, and their love story, scandalous at the time, made the couple relatable to some and controversial to others. On June 28, 1914, the couple arrived in Sarajevo for a military parade. It was a day meant to showcase strength, unity, and tradition, but it would go down in history for very different reasons. Tensions in the Balkans. The Balkans were a powder keg. Austria-Hungary ruled over many ethnic groups who dreamed of independence. Serbian nationalists, fueled by a secret society called the Black Hand, wanted to create a greater Serbia, free from imperial rule. The Black Hand's operatives were young, determined, and willing to die for their cause. They had one target: Archduke Franz Ferdinand. His visit to Sarajevo was seen as a perfect opportunity to strike against the empire. The conspirators and their plan. The Black Hand recruited 6 young men to assassinate the Archduke. Armed with pistols and bombs, they waited along the parade route. Each had orders to act if the others failed. But even in planning, chaos played a role. On the morning of June 28, the conspirators' nerves showed. One threw a bomb that bounced off the car and exploded under another vehicle. The Archduke and Sophie were unharmed, shaken, but determined to continue. Fate had more in store. Even after the failed bomb, the conspirators didn't give up. They split up, hiding in cafes and along the streets. Every twist of the parade route was a potential disaster waiting to happen. The wrong turn. Here's where history almost writes itself differently. After the bomb attempt, Franz Ferdinand insisted on visiting the hospital to check on the victims. His motorcade took a wrong turn, and suddenly, they were driving straight into the path of Gavrilo Princip, one of the Black Hand conspirators who hadn't acted earlier. Princip saw his chance. He pulled out his pistol and fired twice. One bullet struck Sophia in the neck, the other, Franz Ferdinand, in the jugular. The Archduke collapsed, mortally wounded, just 30 years old. Sophie died beside him. A single moment, a wrong turn, and Europe's fate would change forever. Immediate consequences. The assassination set off a chain reaction. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia and issued an ultimatum. Serbia agreed to most demands, but refused a few, and Austria-Hungary declared war on July 28, 1914. Alliances dragged one nation after another into conflict. Russia mobilized to protect Serbia. Germany backed Austria-Hungary. France, Britain, and others were soon involved. Within weeks, the world was at war. All because of one wrong turn on a sunny morning in Sarajevo. why this moment still matters. Historians still debate, could World War I have been avoided if Franz Ferdinand had survived? If diplomacy had acted faster? Or if Gavrilo Princip hadn't been in the right place at the right time? This moment is a stark reminder of how small actions, a single bullet, a wrong turn, can ripple across the world. Entire empires fell, borders were redrawn, and modern Europe was forever changed. So next time you think one small action doesn't matter, remember June 28th, 1914, a day that began like any other, ended with tragedy, and changed the course of history. If you enjoyed this quick dive into history's turning point, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we uncover the moments that shook the world, one story at a time.